Hello and welcome to Fusion Tech's first Wednesday midweek awesome build guide show thing. So let's get to it. As I said on Sunday, this will be a build guide. Series will randomly rotate. So let's get to this build guide. Now, today's PC build guide will be under $200. Now, these build guides will not include monitors, keyboards, or peripherals, or mouses, nothing. This is just the PC itself. Now remember that this PC is made for anything but intensive tasks. This is not for gaming. This is not for any sort of video editing or anything like that. This PC is strictly made for web browsing, maybe using Windows Movie Maker, Word documents, a little bit of intensive programs, maybe Photoshop and such. They're not going to run too well, but you could run them. This is just an ultra low budget, pretty good, just web browsing PC. This is a very basic machine. Now for the processor, I chose the AMD 2650. This is a dual core processor. Now this processor is not the greatest, but it is going to work for your needs. Web browsing and all that, this processor will work perfectly for. It's not great for intensive tasks, but neither is this computer. So this is a pretty good little chipset, and it's really inexpensive. Now for the motherboard, I just chose a cheap mini ITX motherboard. This was just the cheapest one that would be compatible with all the parts in this list. Yep, that's it. 4 gigs of RAM, even in an ultra low budget build, doesn't cut it anymore. 4 gigs just doesn't cut it. So I put 8 gigs in here. It's 2 sticks of 4 gigs, and it's just RAM. 8 gigs is coming way down in price. This is only about a $45 set, and it's worth the extra money for the 8 gigs, honestly. So that's going to be some great RAM to pull you through, especially if you install Chrome. Chrome likes to eat your RAM up. So this will keep your computer running nice and quick. You can get a 120 gig SSD for about the same price as a 1 terabyte hard drive, about $50. I chose a SanDisk one because it was the cheapest 120 gig SSD that I could find. And you know what? That's a great, awesome performance booster. That is going to boost your computer like crazy. That'll load your computer quicker. It's just nice to have an SSD for quick performance, especially in an ultra low budget build. Now I had to put a video card in here because if you don't have a video card, your computer is going to lag, it's going to slow down, it's just going to be trash. And now I know this is not a gaming build, but I just put a very low end video card into the mix because that'll help this computer really speed through web browsers and things like that. It'll also allow for bigger displays. So if you have a bigger display, this will run it better. Let's say you're running a TV versus just a monitor. This is a great way to do it. Now this is only 512 megabytes of RAM, but it is an XFX board, and I mean honestly, it's only $20, so why not add it? Now I chose this Apex case with a built-in 300 watt power supply because it was cheaper than buying a case and then a power supply. Now I know built-in power supplies are absolute trash, but you're not going to be running too much on this PC, so the power supply should be able to handle it. Now I only put a DVD writer in this, and this is just the cheapest DVD writer I could find. I only put a DVD reader in here just because it is used in niche scenarios. And it's only $13, and if you get software on an installation disc, it saves you the extra hassle of having to go to the website, download the drivers. Now the OS is not included in this build. It's an extra $120, so that is the PC. It is not at all a high-end PC, but this will run pretty much everything pretty well. This is great for really most applications, and it's only $200. This is a great PC for if you're upgrading from an old PC. Let's say you're stuck on Windows Vista or XP or 2000. or if you're on Windows 7 and your computer isn't compatible with Windows 10, or if your computer is compatible with Windows 10, you have all the updates, but it's starting to become sluggish, this is a great PC build for you. Especially if you already have a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse, it'll all be compatible with this system. This is a great way to get an easy, fixed, really quick PC for them, because they're not going to be doing much. Thanks for watching this episode of Fusion Tech. Goodbye.